Let's go over to this last story. We're going to talk about Hatchet. Now, guys, I can tell you right now, I've seen the first Hatchet and maybe a little bit of the second, and I turned it off, if I'm being honest. And I do mean to go back and give it another chance, but
it's not very good.
Yeah, I just couldn't. And I think I'm going to go ahead and answer my question here, because the topic here is about why don't we have a Hatchet 5? Why wasn't Hatchet as successful as Terrifier? Because they both deal in super graphic violence. Before I read the story of Adam's comments on it, the director, I just don't think the character of Hatchet has the charisma that Art does. I think Art has a kind of a comedic side to him, and he can make you chuckle while he's freaking torturing somebody. Whereas Hatchet's not really that. He's just freaking brutality in creature form. So that's my take. What do you guys think?
Davey?
I have not seen any of these movies because they have not come very highly recommended. Let me just say that.
There you go. That's kind of an answer.
Look, I've got a lot of stuff to catch up on. We find out more and more how big of a fraud I am every single episode of Hit the Bricks, but I'm catching up on some stuff. But yeah. I've heard that with these movies that there are some impressive, practical effects, and no one really says anything else beyond that, unfortunately. So yeah, I think that even though the Terrifier movies, it's not like they're giving you some grand story or anything like that. There's a little bit of that, but I do think that, yeah, what you're saying, Lee, like if you're going to go that route with like the super intense gore, then you need to have a character that's bringing something else to the table, at least something that brings a different level of entertainment.
It's pretty much I'm not going to read through that because I kind of just did while David was talking, but it's pretty much a licensing thing, sort of like what's going on with Friday the 13th. There's like 5 different entities that need to like be on the same page to even get a new movie. And then do you even want to do a new movie when these movies aren't that, bankable, I guess. So I think that's the answer. And Davey, I mean, don't knock yourself out too bad because I've only seen the first one. And it's just a tough franchise for me. There's a lot of what I call B-level horror franchises, like say Leprechaun, that I never find the desire. Like, ooh, today I'm going to try to go through the Leprechaun series. I have never said that. It just doesn't happen. I have way too much time on my hands. Same thing with Hatchet. I just haven't had the desire. Maybe one day I will. But yeah, that's just me. I don't know. What do you think, Nick?
You really never find yourself going like, dude, I need to watch all the Leprechaun movies.
Everyone in the hood.
No, what's
back
funny
to
is
the hood.
Back to the Hood is much better than In the Hood. I'll give it that. But
it's all relative.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, man. I've only seen the first 2 myself. Somebody put it in the chat. It's fun schlock, but that's really all it is. If there is a close comparative, especially for the era for Hatchet, I would say Wrong Turn.
Yeah.
It's very much like it peaks very early. Like the first Wrong Turn, I'd say is solid. And there's stuff to like in some of the sequels, but like it's mostly a chore.
Tough.
Yeah.
And I reviewed that entire franchise and it was tough to get through.
Yeah, one of them, I think it's part 6, is basically a porno. Like
it is. Oh, it is. Yeah, softcore porn, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's like, I think they're schlocky fun, like Super Tenor said, but I honestly can't recommend Hatchet to anybody. I really can't, and I haven't seen all of them myself, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, the 4th one though. Like, no, it's cool. Danielle Harris, that's great. I think a lot of us have love for Danielle just because of Halloween. And 4 and 5, but. Yeah, man, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't even think you made a point, Dave, or you made a point, Lee, to say like, it's not even a franchise that's really all that bankable. It's not. I think if they do come back with a 5th one, I don't think it's going to make any waves at all. I think they're going to be like,
Phantasm 5.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
It'll be crowdfunded.
Oh, Ravager should not exist. I don't even know what to say. But, yeah, it's not great. So if they come out with a new one, I'm going to be skipping it.
Well, hello there. You just watched an outrageous clip from the Hit the Bricks podcast. I really hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more clips, you can click here or you can click here. And you can just have yourself a ball, all right? And also follow the Hit the Bricks podcast on Spotify as well. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.